What up, my tribe? Need to share my screen here. As promised, I'm going to do an instant replay from last week's top gainer PHUN. Where do I find that? On the scoreboard. It ran on January 16th, 2023. If you hear any screaming in the background, it's kids jumping on the trampoline. So they're just having a good old time. I'm out in the garage, so bear with me here as I try to stay focused amidst the screams. The good old days, right? All right, so where was I? PHUN. Now, what I want to show you is I'm going to open Webull too, because I kind of want to start I want to start getting people in the habit of processing the strategy. You know, how you should actually be getting up in the morning and checking out the top gainers. It's the first thing we do, right? This is how I have my Webull set up. I know y'all probably have some different brokers, but I've got my top gainers over here on the right, bottom right. And maybe one of these days I'll do a Webull tutorial. If some of you wanted me to do that, let me know. But I get here and I'm just watching today is Tuesday, the 22nd. And today we had, this is, looks like SGMT close still up at 170%. So that was today's top gainer. But this is where last week PHUN climbed to this list. And it looks like it's still playing around in the top gainers, but down here it looks like it made it up to like number 8 today as far as when it closed. The markets are closed now, but so that's the first thing I do. We're always looking at the top gainers, and we're not necessarily looking at the bottom ones. We're looking at all we care about is the one that gets to the top when it comes to the 100% and beyond strategy. Okay. So that's the first thing I do. And then of course, once I see that, this is what I do next. I pull it up on my trading view chart, PHUN. I already got it up, but we'll let it load because it's been a few days since that initial burst. It looks like it's still trending up, even though it's had a major pullback. Look at that. Boom. Then jump. Boom. Beautiful. This is the 5-minute chart. So the first thing I'm going to do is, again, based on the scoreboard criteria, what time of the day did it run? I mean, this is after the fact, right? But the beautiful thing about the data on the scoreboard is that we've got over a year of data now of tickers that we've crunched, thanks to DI and all of his consistent effort in updating the scoreboard. We got PHU in here. It looks like it ran at 9:20 Central, so that'd be 10:20 Eastern. I'm Mountain Time, so it'd be 8:20 a.m. my time. So that's the window of opportunity. And I just kind of make a mental note of that, because if you see these blue columns here, it shows you the best windows of opportunity. In the last couple of weeks, it's been the morning market, free market. And then second would be market AM. There's nothing in the afternoon, and then a couple in the aftermarket. So that again helps you mitigate risk and think like, should I be even trading right now? Why waste your time through this time hoping you get something? You know, go live your life and just trade during the prime optimal hours. So first thing first, let's go over to the left. Historical launch date for PHUN was 1/16. It was last Tuesday, I believe. Not that it matters. It was actually, yeah, Tuesday, because Monday was a holiday. Martin Luther King Jr. Oh, shoot. Okay. So second column, Virgin ticker is PHUN. So it's climbing up the top list, right? It's becoming a top gainer. I want to go see if it's a Virgin. So back to the trading view. Zoom out. I could probably put it on like the 1 hour. And look at that. It's just been doing nothing but selling off. Hasn't had any major runs. So would be safe to say that this is it's a Virgin, meaning it hasn't had a massive run like 100%, 80% run in the last 60 days. Why does that matter? Go look at our strategy videos on parts 1, 2, and 3, and you'll see why it matters. Because at this point, see how it's just been trading sideways for days and days. It means there's nobody in this trade anymore. It's just people, whoever's in it are just investors. So you don't have anybody with a bunch of agendas, that maybe some bag holders that are still just holding on to hope, but you don't have shorts that are still, they've let it go. And that's what happens as it's coming down. They constantly cover and cover, and they just get out, And then of course we have an explosive move on Tuesday when Donald Trump. This is a stock that runs like it's kind of a political meme stock. Donald Trump won the Iowa caucus. Not that the news matters, but that's what sent this on its run. So next thing to do, let's go back and look at the scoreboard. Let's look at the float. Okay, so and the launch price. Now this is a penny, so the launch price wasn't as important as the dollar stock prices. Why? Because penny stocks are so cheap. Every trader can afford to buy them, right? Dollar stocks, the launch price is more important because when the stock starts getting above like $5, most cash accounts don't have very much money, so they want to buy as many shares as they can in hopes that they'll make more profit. And so they don't like to buy more than over $5. So it looks like the sweet spot right now, our average for dollar stocks is 285. Since it was a penny, it doesn't really matter. The next thing is the penny float. Was it under 20 million? Let's go look. So I would go back to my broker. Every broker is different, but you're going to want to know where to find float. So it looks like the free float on PHUN was 152 million shares, a lot of shares. So it took a lot of traders to get in on this. And I believe that day this stock had crazy volume. It was like over $1 billion by the end of the day. So it took a lot of buying and selling to have that kind of volume because you've got such a big float. But like I said, everybody can buy a lot of shares when the price is, I think it started at like 7 cents. Yeah, it was like at 7 cents at the beginning of the run pre-market. And then it launched. Okay, so again, remember, this is after the fact. So you're sitting there thinking like, well, it's easy to talk about it now that it already happened. Well, this is what you need to do so that you can be prepared to take advantage of these stocks when they run. First thing I do after I've checked to see if it was virgin, check to see the time of day, check to see the float, check to see the dollar amount or price, is I am now going to make sure I have my choppiness indicator on there. Again, go look at our videos. I talked about that in part 1 in the strategy videos. And then my Tilson 3. Okay, and I've got it now on the 5-minute chart. So look at this beautiful, beautiful run. So as I'm sitting here watching it on Webull, climb the top gainer, and it's holding, and maybe it was at 80% or 60, and then 80, and then made it to 100, and then it was holding at 100. That's our cue, right? To get in. So before I even get in, this is what I do. I'm going to go to my little drawing tools over here, and I want to grab this horizontal line. And I want to find over on the left-hand side, right now it's on dollar amount, so I want to change it to percentages. And I'm going to put this at the 100% line. Boom, right there about. All right, make it a little bit bigger for you to see. Let's make it big. Okay, so now I'm sitting here and I'm watching this 100% line, right? I'm watching the price action. I'm watching, if this stock is holding, because that's my entry point. So let's say the price is down here at 80%, and I'm just like watching this taking off. I'm like, okay. And then here it gets to 100%. And whenever I move this chart, the percentage changes. So I don't want to mess with it. So I can just get through this video. But anyways, 100% is my entry, right? The Tilson 5 is green. I'm going to add a little arrow here to show the entry. right here. All right, so there's my entry. And let's see here, once it hits 100, what did it go to at this initial run? It went all the way up to 253%. You have to have hard and fast rules though, right? Are you going to be able to exit up here? You have no way of knowing, right? And from our moment we entered, it was like 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 25 minutes. Well, that candle hit at the 20-minute mark, okay? So what's your hard and fast rule for an exit, right? Well, our hard and fast rule for an exit is selling on the Tilson when the Tilson goes to red. And so it looks like it goes to red here, but my crosshatch, if you look, the price action candles are below that. So it turned green up there, but the price is all the way back down here again. So what I want to do to illustrate where I would exit, because you got to have a hard and fast rule, right? I'll actually just use this line. Get rid of that. I would not want to exit up here. I want to come all the way back down here. And let's put it at the bottom of this candle. Actually, if it turns red, that's at the top and then it went down, right? So from here to here is 161%, right? So that is 60% profit. So there's my exit. And again, like I said, now that is my hard and fast rule to get out. I don't care what it did. I don't care that it made it up more, because there's no way to have a rule up here because you don't know how far it's going to go, right? Now, if the Tilson went up there and it kept going, fine. You know, I can exit there. Change this to red. So here's my exit. Those are the hard and fast rules for a play like this. That's it. That's it. I'm done. I don't care that it kept going. I mean, after that point, it becomes a scalp play. You know, you're no longer 100% beyond strategy. You're now going into scalping territory. And that's a different strategy. So we're just talking about the 100% beyond. That's going to be my focus in all of these instant replay videos, okay? So that we understand each other. I don't want to be all over the place with all kinds of strategies. I'm just going to keep it simple because this is the dumbest downed of the dumbest downed strategy that you can find anywhere, okay? So there you go. Is a 60% profit good enough for you? It's good enough for me, you know. Whatever it is that you go in with, 60% return, it's pretty sweet. Okay, so that's it, guys. Enter on the 100% and beyond, and then sell when the Tilson goes red, right? And all I care about is, let me get my circle. Where is my circle? Where is the circle? Okay, here it is. This is all I care about right here. This right here. This little window of opportunity. The entry and the exit. All right. So that is what? 100% and beyond. And the gain is 60%. I want you to go to your bank tomorrow and ask them if they can get you 60% on your investment. All right, gonna keep it short. We'll see you next time on our instant replay next week. This week we're already into the next week, so I'm a little late with this one, but I'll try to get these done every week before the next week starts. So enjoy our Discord and enjoy the traders on the Discord. They're there to serve and help because we're all here to get rich together. The Discord will always be free because we're all about teaching a man to fish or a woman to fish. You know, you give a man a fish, you feed him for a day. You teach him how to fish, you feed him for a lifetime. And so with that said, I'm out. Have a good one. Take care.